ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. My name's Aaron Radatz. It's a pleasure to see all of your smiling faces here tonight. Give yourselves a big round of applause for being smart enough for being here. We're going to begin with a little something that's known as mentalism. Mind reading, as you might call it. And I'm going to do it with a member of the audience, but this person can just stay right in their seats. How about we come down over this way here? Let's find ourselves someone here. Hi, what's your name? I know you're eating, but you don't have to come up or anything. Just tell me your name. Morgan? That is correct. Morgan, we're going to do a little something together right from your seat. You can keep eating your elephant ear there. I'm going to toss a book out to you. So you just have to be able to catch it with my hand, okay? Let's see what we have. This particular book, though, is unusual, as it is invisible. This is a book on all things Halloween. Some scary, some not so scary. It's been in my family for generations, and it is quite old. Morgan, catch the book. Would you open it up to any random page that you like? It's upside down, Morgan. You got to flip it over. There. Would you please show me the images on those pages? On one side, I see the skull and crossbones, known as the Jolly Roger. That's what you see behind on a pirate ship planet. The other side, a creepy circus clown. Morgan, between the clown and the skull, which one caught your eye first? The skull? Would you like to change your mind? No, it's all right. She's happy with the mind she has. Close that book, toss it back up here to me. I can't believe you did all that. You're a good sport. Morgan and I have never met before, and she made a choice. I told her skull or clown. She chose the what? Skull. Skull, that's right. This box has been up here the entire time, and I made a prediction. Place it here on top, and you can see it is in fact the skull. Thank you. Thank you very much. As I said earlier, that is what they call mentalism, ladies and gentlemen, the power of the mind. Thank you so much. I didn't get it down quite well. We're now going to ask all of you to join us on a little journey. You see, we're going to try and find everybody's inner child, as creepy as that stuff. And the way we're going to do that is by taking a little trip to the circus.
These girls and boys do this place.
Thank you very much. Thank you, folks. We appreciate that. Right now, we're going to all try something together as one big happy family. And we're going to do that by you using your cell phones. If you have one, would you please take them out? I'm going to ask you a trivia question here in just a moment. You're going to send me the answer to the question through your phone. I'll pick one person who gets the question correct, and they are going to win a glow stick to carry around the park and help illuminate things the rest of the evening. You just have to get the question right. The way we're going to do that, all getting on the same page, is by going here. This is on Facebook. This is my artist page, Aaron Radatz Magical Entertainers. Type that in. When you're there, make sure you like the page if you would. And this is where you put the answer to the question I'm about to ask right now. Let's see. We'll give you a multiple choice question. Which is the most popular Halloween candy? 3 options. You pick one. M&M's, Skittles, or Kit Kat. Send me the answer. Which one do you think it is? We'll pick someone who gets it right shortly from now. You know, people always say to me, Aaron, can you teach us a simple piece of magic that we can do at home? The answer is yes. With simple household items. I don't like to do is a cheap throwaway trick to thrill you. Sorry. Instead, I'm going to use things like this. A brown lunch bag, and inside a bottle of blood. Red. Heinz tomato ketchup. Bottle of ketchup goes inside the brown paper bag. I'm going to concentrate on that bottle carefully. Snap my fingers and watch. Go. I'm not through yet, people, so don't get excited, okay? A snap of the fingers, and in reverse, that bottle of ketchup will return just like that. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Please. Oh. Well, now it's awkward, huh? I didn't realize Six Flags America had such a sophisticated magic audience. That's all right. We'll move on to something else at that time. Come on, give me some love. I do believe I hear some wedding bells back there. Let's go meet the brides.
I know why you're here. Don't try to escape, my dear. You've been naughty, I know, by trying to steal something of my own.
I have no idea why I have been dragged down here. Know what you're talking about. I'm sure there's no reason to shout. I saw the kid trying to steal.
I see. What do we have here? Now I know why you're here. You are a mischievous thief. But if you want the key, you need to earn it, my dear.
about to witness next happens to be about 4,000 years old, give or take 100 years or two. This is the deadliest of all of the arts. I know this because I'm a practitioner of this art. It's also known as a dying art. Literally. Since 1890, there's been nearly 30 deaths attempting to do what you're about to witness me do next. And I kid you not. What I'm talking about is the ancient art of sword swallowing. What I have here is a 26-inch steel blade. It doesn't fold, it doesn't retract, it doesn't telescope. This is not the magic portion of the show. Every act you'll see me do here tonight is 100% real. Obviously, that's a rigid sword. It just sunk right into that stage, no problem. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna place the blade in my mouth, tilt my head back. The blade will start its journey down, past the pharynx, past the larynx, down the esophagus, until it gets right there. And when it gets right there, it's actually gonna start kicking my heart forward 3/4 of an inch to allow the blade to pass the heart. The only thing between the sword and the heart is the wall of my esophagus. It's very, very thin. The blade will continue going down the esophagus until it reaches the gate valve of my stomach. Now, normally you'll see people swallowing swords this big. That's not a sword, that's a dagger. That's merely a snack in my book. Because the blade does not stop there. The blade actually passes the gate valve of the stomach, entering the stomach. Then it's going to go down and push my fallopian tubes out of the way and come to rest on my uterus. No, I had those removed when I was a little girl. I'm just kidding, just kidding. No, it's going to go into my stomach and it's going to touch the very bottom all the way down to here. So when you see the sword end, I want to hear a big giant round of applause, because I won't be able to encourage anybody at that point. For obvious reasons, that's how I'll have this sword down my throat. Hey, this thing's pretty big. We need some lube. Get your mind down the gutter. We like to say a couple of things before we swallow a sword, as sword swallowers. We like to say, down the hatch without a scratch. Wait a second. I'm a quart low. Now, what could be more dangerous than swallowing a sword, you might ask? Well, how about this thing? I know what you're probably saying to yourself right now. You're like, hey, but the blade's shorter and it's not as wide. Two things. Swallowing a blade that's not as wide is twice as dangerous because it'll easily perforate tissue inside the body. The second reason, well, we're not going for width on the blade. We're going for width this way on the blade. Because I'm not going to just swallow one. I'm not stopping at two. I'm not stopping at three. I'm not stopping at four. I'm going to be swallowing 5 swords at once. Now, not only is the danger up because of the possibility of a preparation, but this is extremely dangerous because this has actually happened to me before. If I don't get them in right, they're gonna scissor out my throat. I got a sword preparation from swallowing 8 swords one time. Lost 1/3 of my blood and nearly died. Alright. That's what I'm swallowing. Alright? That's a lot of swords. So, when I get these down this time, I definitely want to hear a bigger round of applause. That's a lot of swords. Alright. One last thing I'm going to say before I swallow this big bunch of swords, the sword sandwich is, you gotta lick it before you stick it. Hey, people. I shouldn't have quit my day job. Because that's what we're here for. It's Halloween, right? Yeah! That's right. So what's Halloween without some spider webs? Just to show you they were in my stomach. Ladies and gentlemen, the ancient art of sword swallowing. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I went to Black Swamp Village, where strange people live. I saw a scrawny, drunk old man who gave me a flask to drink. He started speaking unusually, sounded kind of scared. He said, listen to me carefully, 'cause I'll tell you something I never tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage, Murrugun the Mystic.
Thank you. Now, this isn't necessarily so much as an act as it is a demonstration. But there's a word of advice with this demonstration. That is, if you're pregnant, if you have a heart condition, if you have a weak constitution, now is the time to leave the theater. People have passed out during this act. Well, looks like you're all here for the show then, huh? Okay, you asked for it. What I've got here are two metal rods. They're sharpened on one end. There's a handle bent onto the other. I'm going to remove these from their protective packaging. I'll begin to push and twist, till it comes out the other side with no pain and no bleeding. I'm sticking myself into a state of entrancement as I speak right now. This is not magic. This is all real. Tissue. You're going in between the muscles. No, I'm not. This is going right through the muscle tissue. Watch my hand. Watch the skewer. Get it through. I think it wants to come out. This one came out. This is why I carry two. We came unsterilized. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've had so much, this has gone through hundreds and hundreds of times. I've got scar tissue built up on the other side. I need your encouragement. I need your help. On the count of 3, we're all gonna yell push. Can you do that for me? Yeah. Come louder. Can you do that for me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And there it is. Right through the center of the bicep. Thank you. Now, people ask me, Murrugun, that's gotta hurt. Okay? And I tell them, no, that doesn't hurt. This hurts. No, that doesn't hurt, or I wouldn't be doing that either. I'm gonna let you have a little closer look. I'm gonna come down on the ramps. Remember, do not touch. I don't know where you've been, but especially you don't know where I've been. Don't touch.
Quiero ver, señor. Si estoy bien.
You've seen the insertion, now the extraction. 92% of the time blood-free, with an 8% chance of precipitation. It's kind of like, you ever taken some ketchup packets at a fast food restaurant and thrown them in the parking lot and stepped on them?
Yeah.
You know how far that goes? This goes farther. Watch out, first 3 rows, it's coming out.
señor, quítese de
No pain, no bleeding. That is finding body interaction. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Keep that applause going for Murrugun the Mystic. Hey, let's find out who wins their glow stick tonight with our trivia question. Your answer should have come in by now. I gave you a multiple choice question. Your question was, what is the most popular Halloween candy? M&M's, Skittles, or Kit Kat? And looking right now, where is Morgan Jones at? Morgan Jones, you out here? Hey, oh, it's our Morgan from earlier. Yes, give Morgan a round of applause for being a good sport. The answer is, in fact, Skittles. Skittles is the answer. Here you go, Morgan. You can keep that. Help eliminate things later on. Thanks for playing along. Now, when the show's over, which is not yet, so don't get excited on me, but when it is, April, Murrugun, and I will be out in the lobby. We'd love to meet you, so stop on by and say hi. Don't forget, we've got other amazing live entertainment in the park, so check that out. And if your family or friends missed this show, we have one more tonight at 9 p.m. Right now, we're going to take a little trip back in history. However, this is not a celebration. This is an inquisition. By the constable of Prince George's County and the kings that hold each of the 6 flags. This warrant has been issued out to me to capture the 3 sister witches. The magistrate, as well as you, the villagers, have confirmed only one of the 3 witches bears the mark of the wicked. If the other 2 non-marked sisters offer up their bewitched sibling, their lives will be spared. In order to capture a witch show, there's a few things that you need. The first is a very old book, and we were able to locate it. It's called the Handbook of the Dead. Inside it tells us that we must supply 3 possessions that meant something special to these witches. We have that backstage. Last, you must construct a room, a structure. So if you do have the fortune to be able to bring them here, they're captured within this space. We have that as well. And we've assembled it here on stage, a cage forged of steel. You, the villagers, will have the opportunity to watch everything in great detail. You can see underneath. You can see above. You can even see behind. We're going to give you a 360-degree look of this as well. You can watch every angle, every side. It's made of steel, metal, raw iron. All of it is placed here for one purpose: to create a prison. We're going to shut these doors in a moment, but first I'm going to place inside the objects that I mentioned to you earlier. We were able to find 3 things, one special to each witch. Apparently one of them was a bit of an animal bone. Dead animals. And this was her dear pet rat, Skinny.
And look, that's you.
Also, another witch was a bit of an axe wielder. We were able to locate her weapon of choice, hopefully only used on trees. And the last object is a bomb. Inside, a collection of children's tears. There's room for more. Inside it goes as well. The doors get locked in case we do have success. And the handbook has one more instruction. Witches are attracted to darkness, so we're going to provide that this month. Everything is solid and set. Remember to watch, just as I've instructed. Below, above, and around. It is now time. Everyone, be still. Hands for a million. Stars of 5. Bright cotillion. Ravens die. Witches brood that stirs by night. Brings forth death. Curse by Don't talk to me with your forked tongue. You remind me of my wife. We're gonna go down one by one. Watch here. Nothing. Ah! You must have the pet rat. Mark indeed! There is one, just as the handbook said. Strip her of her peasant clothes. She doesn't deserve to look like us. We are going to show and teach her a lesson. This will be her last lesson. Sisters on the end, remember, if you do as instructed, your lives will be spared. But you in the middle, you have a different fate. We are going to take a trip up the hill. The Hangman's Alley. Bring forth the gallows! Before you is a 15-foot tall structure, the top and center of which is a rope of 66 feet in length, coiled around, leaving a circle in the middle. In that circle will be a necktie she will wear. I see we do have some children in our village, so we're going to protect your eyes by placing this death shroud upon her body. Witches, I want you to make sure that noose is nice and secure. Don't be jitters on her. Executioners, remove anything in the gallows